till you find your way back home.
Yo, what's up YouTube, Jake Camyo, and welcome back to episode 5.2 of Pokemon Creepy Black version. Now today we have a new question of the day, and that is, have you ever had a ghost encounter? Have you ever lived with a ghost? Have you ever been someplace that had a ghost? Anything like that? And if you haven't seen the last episode, you need to watch the last episode because we got a really awesome Pokemon and something may or may not have happened to it. But yes, go check out the last episode, episode 4.1. This is episode 5.2, and we're just gonna keep on trucking, keep on going, and finding new things and learning what all's new in this this demo. Let's see here. Make sure our Pokemon are all healed up. They are. Now for the team recap, we have the level 7 Ghost, is Modest Nature. It's got Runaway, makes it easier to run, and it's got Curse, of course. Then we have our Shell Shocker, which is our starter Pokemon. It's Bashful Nature. It has Turret and Ice Punch and Tackle. Then we have our new member of the party, Jerry. Jerry's a little pesky little mouse who runs around a lot, and he's quiet nature. He's got Static for his ability, paralyzes foes. He's got Volt, Tackle, and Thunder Shock. So that is our team. Whoa! Did I see that? He's Electric and Dark type. Water Electric type. What is going on here? Okay. That's a little odd, I suppose. Okay, let's see here. See if we can buy some potions or anything. Not that we really need them because we have the full restores and blah blah blah, but get some antidotes just in case. Grab a couple more Pokeballs. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, that's part of town, yes. This is part of the town, so we can technically get a Pokemon in here as well. I think. So we got a first encounter. It is a Leafeon! Oh wow, okay. The level 11 Leafeon, holy cow. My only chance is to throw this Pokeball at you, because we don't have anything that can take on a level 11 Pokemon. We may have to grind some in this episode. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. This is not good, you guys. I may be forced to run away from this Pokemon. Holy cow, okay. we're going to use a full restore. If you guys don't know, Leafeon is tied to be my first favorite evolution. It's tied with Vaporeon. So that's why I'm fairly determined to catch this Pokemon. And it's just not going to happen. Have the ability to use a Master Ball, but I feel like we will probably need that Master Ball. I'll use the last Pokeball we have, but it's just not gonna cut it. No, looks like we don't get a Leafeon, guys. I really wanted that Leafeon too. Man, that sucks. We obviously have to train, so this may be a training episode. There's still a Pokeball there? I thought we got the Pokeball. Okay, maybe it's programmed to come back as soon as you leave. Let's check that out. You're out of it, back in it. It is. It's programmed to leave as soon as you come back into the town. Or it's programmed to come back as soon as you come back into the town. So we can just keep getting potions that way. So that's something, you guys. Just keep getting potions like that. You don't have to waste your money, if need be. That's okay. So there's an old art Eevee. Okay. Now we are going to, basically we're going to be leveling our guys up this episode, more than likely, because after that level 11 Leafeon, I really want to get everyone up, or at least 2 Pokemon up to about level 11, level 10. Oh man, that Haunter is so cool. Holy crap, level 19. Holy crap, the levels. Oh, man. But yes, the question of the day. I myself used to live in a house that was haunted. Um, you could be sitting in the living room of the house, and around 3 o'clock in the morning to around 2 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the morning, there would always be a loud banging on the right wall. And it was never anything. Like, it sounded like there was a bathroom on the other side, and then it was my little brother's room. And it always sounded like it was coming from the hallway at the entrance of both the bathroom and my little brother's room. And I would go back there, and there would be nothing there, nothing going on. The banging would stop completely. We're just gonna run away from all these huge levels. But yeah, there would be banging around 2 or 4 o'clock. So that made you think that it was either haunted or something going on with the plumbing. Oh, there's a Mew. I really want the Mew. But then there was another incident where I'm a big fan of the Crackers Wheat Thins. I'm a big fan of those. That brand is amazing. They taste delicious. They're crunchy. It's awesome. But I'm the only one who really eats Wheat Thins in my house, and I left my Wheat Thins on the stove top, but there was a wall right here. The stove ran into the wall, and I left my Wheat Thins right here against the wall on the stove. And the next morning I woke up, and they were directly in the center of the stove, like facing you and everything. Like, no one had gotten into them, no one had done anything, but they were sitting there. No one had touched them, but they were sitting there in the middle of the stove. So that's my experience with the home. I used to live in a haunted house, and the banging on the walls, it wouldn't be every night, so you know it wasn't. It was like every other night or something like that. It was rare. It wasn't super rare. You knew it was coming when it would happen, but yeah. And then some buddies of mine a long time ago, we decided we were going to drive around and just look for some fun. And we ended up coming across a place we've never been before. We were driving down through cornfields and things like that. And we ended up passing a small gas station, and then there was a school, an old abandoned school. And it was an old abandoned school, and we decided we would check it out. When we pulled up, there was already it was creepy because it was, for one, it was abandoned. It was old and abandoned. And then the doors were chained up, and when we pulled up into the driveway area of the school, there was a mask, like a Halloween mask. It was in the driveway, just laying there. So that was really creepy. So the doors were all chained up, so we couldn't just walk in. So we found an open window, and we crawled in through the open window and started checking this place out. And then, as we're walking, it's dark, so we're using our phones for lighting. And first thing we come across is a chainsaw, a freaking chainsaw in the lunch cafeteria area. The next thing we encountered was we were walking down the hall, and there was a like a sound of a beeper, like the old beepers you would wear on your hip. You know, when someone would call you, it sounded like a beeper, and it sounded directly above us, but there were no fire alarms, nothing like that. It sounded like it was coming like a floor above us. And this is a one-story school building. There was no upstairs. It sounded like it was coming from above us. It sounded like a beeper. And we heard it down the hallway, and we just could not understand what was going on with that. We come to the end of the hallway. We turn to our right. And there's a huge piles of stacks of paper, you know, as tall as we are, if not taller. And behind those stacks of paper, it was either painted really well, or it was 3 bloody crosses. At that point, me and my 2 friends decided to book it out of there. We didn't want anything else to do with that. There was a gym separated from the school that they kind of wanted to check out, but me myself, I was like, nope, I'm done. I call it at chainsaws, beepers, and bloody crosses. I am out of here. Let's go. I was the driver, so I made the call. I was like, nope, no, we are done. My friend actually looked it up and said that he looked it up online. He looked up the school online, and it said that there was a murder at the school. I don't know if it had anything to do with what we saw, but there was a murder at the school. I don't know what the school was called. It was a few years ago, but I promise you, I'm not making this up. It's 100% legitimate. I'm pretty sure the murderer either died or went to jail. So there was no immediate danger or anything like that. But it was more than likely haunted for sure after all of that, and then the death story. Yeah. I think the only other ghostly incident I had was, it wasn't anything that I can validate really. I just know that I walked into a building one day in a city I used to live in, and it was downtown, and it was kind of run down and stuff like that. But there was a door that was open. Wasn't like wide open or anything, but the door was open. Like you could walk inside. You could open the door and walk inside. It was unlocked. So we opened the door and we were going to walk inside, and it's a 2 or 3 story building, and at the foot of the stairs, I got the strongest feeling ever that we should not proceed. It was super creepy vibe. Like I don't think I've ever had a vibe like that before or after. But I just had the strongest feeling in the world, like just telling me, don't go any farther, just backtrack, close the door on your way out, type of stuff. Just don't go any farther. So I was with some friends and stuff like that, and I decided, I didn't tell them about this or anything, but I decided we should go somewhere else. But yeah, I think that's probably the only other ghostly type thing I've ever had. But yeah, let me know what you guys have encountered, if anything, in the comments below. I definitely want to know. Ghost stories they don't creep me out really, but I was with my friend, and she was telling me how we were in her room, and she was telling me how her apartment may or may not be haunted, and she was telling me this as I'm looking at the closet. She didn't notice I was looking at the closet, but then she starts to tell me a story about her closet possibly being haunted, and me being in there, me looking at the closet. I got super creeped out. So things like that, like if it's like super relevant at the time, I will probably get creeped out. But just by a story or something like that, I don't think I would get creeped out. But yeah, let me know what you guys know what you guys have experienced. Let me know what you guys have not experienced, if anything, what you guys have felt before. If you think your house is haunted now, yeah, just let me know in the comments. Kill this Abra, then we'll switch Pokemon. Try to get them at least Squirtle and Ghost level 10. And I'm sorry this is probably going to be a grinding episode. It's just after this being a Nuzlocke, after oh man. After Pokemon like that we're running into those kind of Pokemon. Oh man. Did we even go get more? We did not go get more Pokeballs. We're just going to run. We're going to go grab some more Pokeballs. That's what we're going to do. After we grab this handy dandy potion that keeps popping up. Damn, that bitch is crazy as fuck. Swag. Okay. Will you kids sit down and shut the fuck up? There's only one kid, lady. Being very rude to your one child. Okay, maybe we can get an encounter here. I hope. Don't be super level, don't be super level. Okay, that works. Holy cow, okay. Pokeball. Go! What? Alright. So we got the Mankey. Light and agile on its feet, it's ferocious in temperament. When angered, it flies into an uncontrollable frenzy. Give a nickname to the Mankey. We will name him... We will name him Popo. Maybe we can get Shell Shocker some levels right here. Yeah! Oh, we should probably take a second and go put Mankey up on the screen. Be right back. Alright, so we're back. Let's see here. Ice Punch. Bubble. Speed it up a little bit and try to get some of this grinding out of the way. Get out of here. Alright, one more level, and then we will call it. Alright guys, so that's what we're gonna call it. It wasn't a very productive episode. This was mainly a grinding episode. The very next episode, though, I promise we are going to be going up, moving on, hopefully getting to the gym. Let's take a look at the map and see if the map's even the same. Okay, the map is indeed the same, so I take it that it's at least Pewter City coming up. Dogtown. Okay, Spooky Forest, Diglett's Cave, and Dogtown. So, the next episode we will be moving up onward into Dogtown. Alright guys, so that's it. If you like this episode, go ahead and leave a like on the little like button down below, a little thumbs up. As always, you can leave a tip in the tip jar, which will be in the description below. You'll get your name featured up here in recent tips. And don't forget to answer the question of the day, which is, have you ever had a ghost encounter? And have a great day. Peace out.